What's up, fam? It's your boy Prue. Holler at me. Try this new different angle up for a change. Let me know if you like it. But first off, a big shout out to Tina, aka Gizzard. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And Sound and Fury. There are 2 new subs to the family, so give them a huge welcome. We're doing our best to hit 100 this year. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it'll happen. Big goals, life goals. Okay, now, while we're here, I want to talk about Neil Gaiman's Neverwhere. I love Neil Gaiman. I haven't read all of his stuff, but everything I have read has been a particular fun brand of weird. So let's talk about it. And I'm probably going to read another one this weekend, so you're probably going to get another Neil Gaiman review this weekend. But Neverwhere is about a dude who finds a chick on the fucking brink of death, rescues her, and get whisked away into a homeless, hierarchy, Game of Thrones style world, all set in the homeless underground of London. Yeah, not joking. A dude, while out on a date, finds a chick named Door and is like, hey, I'm going to help her. And then the next day, everybody just forgets about him. And then he has to go through this fictional world of knights and marquees and beasts and demons and bridges and evil angels and all this fun stuff. All set in the underground of London. And I think it was so cool to have like normal life here and weird Knights of the Round Table in the early 2000s London, just literally a block away, and no one knows anything about it. It's a bit of magic involved. But for that original plot, I'm going to give it an A+. That was such a cool plot. That strung me along day one. Characters. Let's talk about the characters. Your main character, your main protagonist is Richard Mayhew, former office worker guy who collects treasure trolls. That's cool. The main chick is named Door. She's the ability to draw doors, so they call her Door. There's a lot of fun characters. There's 2 assassins, Coop and Vanderbeer. I really think they were really cool. And there's a huntress that I thought was really cool. All the characters feel like they're fleshed out enough where you're interested, but they don't go overly burdened. And there's like 4 or 5 of them in a 300-page book that I really liked. I'm going to give that an A. This isn't an A+ book, but I don't know why. I don't know why. Oh, it's a lot of fun, though. Pros and cons. Pros, it was cool. Like, I really enjoyed learning about this new world. The world building here was just exceptional. The characters were a lot of fun, like I just previously stated. And the overall ending, I don't want to spoil it, but the ending I really got, and it really hit home, and I really loved it. The cons, though, some of it seems kind of hard to grasp. And there are parts that they fit the world, but I couldn't just make sense of them in my head. It was really cool the way they did stuff like this haunted bridge type scenario and the door power, but a lot of it felt just a little, if there was believable, like Buffy style fantasy, this sometimes took it a next step to like American Gods level, and I couldn't gauge how I was supposed to react to some of this stuff. But it was overall fun. Journey. How did I enjoy the journey through? This was a really good book. At 330-something pages, I read this in 3 hours, nonstop. I picked it up one day after work. It was actually 2 days ago after work. Got the yard boat. I just sat down from 5 p.m. till almost 9, including eating dinner, and I read this cover to cover. This is a reread. There is a show. But this was awesome. I really enjoyed this the second time around. But that's Neil Gaiman for me. I'll read something once, and I'll like it. But if I read it again, I like it more. But overall, how do I find the book? The final review is this is a B+. A little confusing at times. But apart from that, it's a stellar read. Characters are great, and the setting's great. And you got to like the Neil Gaiman style. And you got to be a little okay with London, British style humor. Because I felt there was a lot of that in this. Some of this I read like I would read Red Dwarf. Even though the book was a fantasy action book, it was mostly just fun weird, which is the best way I can describe Neil Gaiman. Weird, but not the creepy weird guy, the fun weird guy, the eccentric artist type who just paints a picture for the hell of it. Make weird art to make weird art. Not because you want it to get viewed, but because the image in your head just needs to get out. And I feel like that's what this was. A great book. Quick book. And fun characters. And I will reread this again. This is a library copy. I may actually buy my own if I ever find it super cheap. I would not go crazy and buy the collector's blah, blah, blah version like I did with Jurassic Park here. But I would indeed buy this. Thank you. B+, everything in Pruitt. This sounds like a glowing review. Good characters, good plot, fun adventure. What didn't you like? The really confusing parts de-immersed me from the story. And while the characters that I did like, the assassins most of all, I always fall for the heel characters. And Richard, who collects treasure trolls, which is a contrary to what I just said, because no bad guy collects treasure trolls. The time spent with other characters, I did not enjoy as much. But a B+, it's a great book, and it's a fun book. This has been your boy Prue, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subbing. Thanks for liking the video. Just thanks for being there. Deuces. I'm going to do a book haul after this. Try from a different angle. Thank you.